And then the police were called on me because they thought I was going to rob the bank. I mean, it was a whole... I dressed up
as the Easter Bunny?
Yeah.
Let's do it. The 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. We got a full house. We got Scotty B in the Serial Killer Studio.
Hi.
We've got Gandhi. We've got Scary.
Hi.
We've got Danielle.
Hello.
And we've got Straight Nate.
Ah.
So what are we doing today?
I say turn this off and go listen to the Jim Kerr Howard Stern interview.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was great.
Good.
Yeah.
Look, you know, if you're radio nerds like us, what happened today, celebrating 50 years on morning New York City radio, our own Jim Kerr down the hall had Howard Stern on his show live. They were both on each other's shows at the same time. What an intriguing interview. It was truly great.
When did you first hear Howard? Because back when you were younger or getting started,
Right.
it wasn't like today where you could just pull him up on the internet and like,
Right.
oh my gosh, he's on in Detroit. So when did you first hear a Howard Stern
on
show?
tape? It was taped.
Okay.
You had these services. If you were a radio geek, you could buy.
California Air Check.
Yeah, it was before California Air Checks. You could buy recordings of.
And what was the buzz like?
Was
Was
it
it
finish
like
the sentence? Just trying to finish the sentence.
no? Here's the question: what was the buzz like? Was it like, hey, there's this guy in where was he? Detroit when you first heard him?
No. I didn't hear Howard until he was in New York at WNBC. And no, it was just I was a radio geek. I wanted to be in radio, and this guy was like the blue guy who, you know, they would spank lesbians and they would show boobs on the radio, which was weird. He was a little different back then than he is now. But we're like, well, let's listen in. This guy's causing trouble.
I remember being a kid, and my father would listen in the afternoon, and then I'm like, oh, what is this dirty radio show my dad's listening to? Because yes, as Elvis said, it was very provocative. So I would go upstairs in my room and I would sneak it. I would listen in the afternoon on 66 WNBC, which is the station he was on, and I'm like, this guy is doing something I've never heard on the radio, because I used to, be a little button pusher. I was a little radio geeky nerd at the time.
Still are.
Still am. Yeah, nothing's changed. Yeah. But he was doing something that no one was doing, and I was so fascinated by it.
Well, I remember, this is much later, and I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania, so we didn't have Howard, but I would drive to Cleveland and just get in listening range of whatever station he was on in Cleveland and just sit there listening to Howard. I mean, there's no other way to listen. But he is truly, you're great, Elvis. He's just something else.
Okay, thanks.
What you say yourself?
So rude.
Wow. I mean, you really are kind of stupid sometimes.
No, you know
you
what
really
I
are.
mean.
I know he's a legend and beyond anything, but you don't say things like that.
Well, no,
to people. Is he being fucking rude as
Yeah,
usual?
that's a little rude.
Use your brain, man.
Yeah.
Nathan.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I do know
because
what you
it's
mean.
so crazy to me that you even look up to Howard Stern.
No, I absolutely do. He's the
Because
ultimate.
I look at you as like equals with him.
No, see, now you're trying to.
No.
He's walking it back.
Because like you've been doing New York radio for 35 years, and so he's been on in New York for 40 some years. So I look at you as equals to me, starting in Erie, PA.
No way.
You're like, but that's my point. Is that even you say no? I'm nothing like Howard.
No, but the thing I love about Howard is the evolution of Howard. You listen to him now, he sounds really nothing like he did back then. But there are these nuances of Howard, like being smart, being fast to come up with things to say. He still has that going on. He's amazing. I think he has turned into one of the best ever. And his interviews are second to none.
Yeah.
Without doubt.
I feel like you guys are going to judge me for this, but today, hearing him talk to Jim Kerr was the first time I've ever heard a Howard Stern interview.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He's great, right?
Yeah, it was great.
And that was just an impromptu interview.
I remember, so my only real exposure to him was I saw him on TV. His radio show was also on TV, right?
Yes, at one point. Yep.
On E, yes. And I was at a friend's house because I wasn't even allowed to watch TV, and somebody had worked really hard on making him this portrait, and he got it, and as soon as he got it, he kicked through the face of it, and I was like, this guy is so mean. And I never really paid attention to him ever again until today.
Well, a lot of people didn't really care for Howard back then, but a lot of people loved him. He had more people that loved him than hated him. That's why his ratings were huge.
And I heard behind the scenes, sorry, Scott.
That's okay.
I heard behind the scenes that he was actually very nice, where like if somebody needed money, an intern or something like that, he would give money. He was very, very generous.
Well, there you go.
Go ahead, Scotty.
Do you remember that insane show that he had locally here on WOR Channel 9?
Channel 9, yeah.
It was bananas. Like that would never fly on TV.
What is it? I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was basically a TV version of his radio show. It was pretty raunchy, yeah.
And they got pretty raunchy.
Yeah.
They did blackface and stuff. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. On Channel 9.
So that was different than the show that was on E?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Much
a little
worse.
more
He
loose.
was a watered
Wait.
down version.
Didn't he do Fart Man or something like
Yeah,
that?
it
That
was
was
the
a movie,
MTV.
right?
Well, it started as MTV Video Music
Yeah.
Awards. He flew around as Fartman
Right.
farting over the audience.
That's how
Yeah.
the movie starts. Remember?
Yeah.
Private Parts.
That's right.
Anyway, it was great listening to Howard and Jim Kerr today. That was pretty awesome. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, that
awesome.
was very
yeah.
cool.
Great.
Jim's the best. I love him.
Yeah.
And Jim, oh my God, like to hear him open up like that. I mean, I never, we pass the guy every morning. He's smoking a cigarette outside. Good morning. He does that to you as you walk in. And everybody's got a story, like you said.
And we're all different, too. I mean, Jim is the kind of guy who really isn't going to lay it all out on the
No.
table for you.
No.
He's like
He's very private.
He is, and he's the official rock and roll master. He knows all about the stars. He's known the Beatles and other artists and things like that. We all have our own different things we do or don't do.
If I ever saw him wearing a color, I think I'd have a heart attack.
Yeah. You're
His
right.
closet has to be like a witch's closet,
You're
just
right.
all black, everything.
Right.
Because that's all he wears every day, all black.
That's right.
I gotta tell you,
Said the
he's
girl
one of the
wearing black.
Yes.
he's one of the reasons why I'm here. Like
Yeah.
Is he your father?
I saw
Yes.
your post. Sky did a very nice post online to him.
Yeah, I mean, he is what made me catch the radio bug. I started listening to him when I was probably 11 years old, and I won a contest on that radio station. And ever since that day, that's all I ever wanted to do was radio. So I was a big giant pain in the ass to him and every DJ on that radio station, and I became friends with them, and it really got me into radio. And the fact that now I can pee next to him every morning is just so insane to me.
So strange.
Do you
Yeah.
look? You probably look, don't you?
The thing is too high.
Oh,
Pretty
Great.
restrictive barrier.
We're talking about the partition, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Figured. All right.
Okay.
I'm texting someone. Sorry, busy.
Came to it.
Hey, you're from Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I wanted to say. No, with the eclipse coming up.
Yeah.
So Erie is right in line down that corridor of eclipse watching.
In the path, directly in the path. And Gandhi, you might know this. I don't think the next solar eclipse happens for 26 years or something like that.
I'm looking it up.
The
I
next
thought it was like
total solar
41, but
eclipse?
you might be right.
Well,
Maybe
that's
it's
gonna
26.
be when is the eclipse over Erie?
The 8th of April.
That's gonna be the second darkest day in Erie after the day you started radio.
Can I tell you, my
Oh.
first day, I was the intern on the morning show, and they sent me out to a gas station, which was a country fair, which was our version of like Come and Go or Wawa or whatever. And they had me sing Kenny Rogers' The Gambler and take my clothes off for the person working behind the
Oh
counter.
my God.
Because I was this stupid stunt guy. And then they had me dress up as the Easter Bunny.
Can
and
you
help-
do that again? Don't you think we need a stupid stunt guy on the
Yes!
show?
Oh my God.
We definitely need an Easter bunny.
I was almost arrested 3 times. I mean, I did some stupid shit. I was dressed as the Easter Bunny, and I had to help people program their clocks ahead. It was that stupid spring forward thing. And then the police were called on me because they thought I was going to rob the bank. I mean, it was a whole... I dressed
Dressed
up
as the Easter Bunny?
Yeah, because unbeknownst to me, the bank that I was in front of was robbed the day before.
Oh.
So they're like, something crazy's going on. There's some guy in a bunny costume.
Radio stunts, man. Those were the days.
Stupid. Did you ever do those?
Never.
Yeah.
I never did, ever. Never did that.
You were way above that.
Well, no, just
Did Scary ever do that stuff?
Never.
no.
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 Nope.
It was Greg T.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 You know, one of the first things I ever do, because I started in promotions, and the promotions manager at the time said, listen, you don't ever give people stuff for free. You make them work for it. So if they want a T-shirt, they work for it. So I remember it was 1995. I was at the Cheesequake rest area on the Garden State Parkway, and there were these 2 girls that said, we want a T-shirt. I'm like, all right, well, I'll trade you these bumper stickers for your bikini tops.
Oh my
So-
God.
So they went into the bathroom, and they put bumper stickers on, and they
Are
started
you
waving the
admitting this?
cars on the Garden State Parkway.
Wait, you're admitting this?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a long time ago. The statute of limitations has run out.
Has it?
Yeah.
I actually don't think that works anymore. I think it's... Didn't
What?
they just pass that law?
No, they can come back and get you.
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything. I didn't touch them.
Scotty.
hey, here's the thing.
Oh my
They
God.
could have said no.
No, but the police came. It was a whole thing.
Oh, the police.
wait.
the police
Garrett
were
got here
involved.
just in time. Welcome, Garrett.
Yeah, you just...
Who did Scotty touch?
Well, no, you
No,
just
he didn't touch anyone.
showed up for Scotty to admit a felony.
If I was in court right now, you would be guilty. I don't know what you did,
You
but
know
it sounds.
what? Exactly. He's guilty. He went to a rest stop. These 2 girls wanted T-shirts. He said, okay, I'll trade T-shirts for your bikini tops.
No bumper stickers.
whatever.
So they covered their
Guilty.
boobs up with bumper stickers and they gave you the bikini tops?
And they waved to cars on the Garden State Parkway, and then the police came and threw me out.
What station was this?
Oh, it's Z100.
Wow.
Not on my show. It wasn't.
No, not on your show.
Oh, thank God.
It had to be a summer weekend.
It was a
The
summer
station that reaches the beaches and rules the pools.
It was Memorial
And
Day
rocks
weekend on
the
Friday.
shores.
Yeah.
And something
rocks
we
the
did something to teachers.
reaches the teachers and rules the schools.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
did
another one.
something to teach us.
Do your booger line.
God.
Do your booger line.
My booger line.
Pick your
No.
friends.
You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe your friends on the couch.
Ryan would rip that off all the time. He ripped you off all the time.
Well, look what they did to his failing career.
I know. What a
God.
loser.
Dude, it's
Okay,
crazy.
where were we?
I think we're done.
Yeah, Scotty's done.
Well, I'm trying to find the picture. I have it somewhere.
No,
Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.